exercise to achieve focus 10, the 10 state, where your mind remains awake and alert and your physical body is deeply asleep.
We delay the start of this program to bring you a special bulletin.
Here at this moment. If
From
not,
the NBC
turn your
newsroom in New
headphones
York,
around so that you
truckloads of
are
U.S.
hearing
fighting
my
men are
voice
rolling
in
north
your
from
right
Kazan,
ear.
Korea, to reinforce South Korea's battered army, which still holds Suwon and its vital airstrip. The first American ground troops flown in from Japan, they're now approaching the combat zone. Meanwhile, the North Korean communists report that American planes have bombed their capital of Pyongyang 3 times today. Keep tuned to your NBC station for the later news.
Now move your body into a relaxed position. Free of points of strain as you listen to the sound of the natural power of the ocean surf.
To all our listeners, a brief forward before tonight's adventure in the world of the future. Beginning next week, Dimension X moves to a new time on Friday evenings instead of Saturdays. In the Eastern Time Zone, it will be heard at 9 o'clock Fridays, Eastern Daylight Saving Time. In other zones, please consult your local newspapers to learn the new time of the program. Tonight's venture into the world of tomorrow. A most unusual story about a logic named Joe and a man named Frank.
You should be hearing my voice in your right ear.
It was on the 3rd day of August that Joe came off the assembly line. On the 4th, Lorene came into town. And that afternoon, I saved civilization.
Nothing has changed.
Green's a blonde I was crazy about.
We're talking about chasing down
Joe was
terrorists.
a new
We're talking about getting
1940-74
a court
model
order
Logic
before we
that I
do
got
so.
stored away down in the cellar. And how do I save civilization? I save it by keeping Joe down in the cellar. Sometimes
You are listening to a voice from the future. The voice of Frank Collier, head serviceman for the Logic Corporation. Makers of the machine that does everything for you. Well, nearly everything anyway. In the year we speak of,
Move now to your energy conversion box.
Logic sets were working.
Move to your energy conversion box and raise the heavy lid.
Frank Collier.
It's in the box. All of your physical matter, worries, anxieties, and concerns.
Everything to their
You won't
users.
need them during the exercise and they will simply get in the way. When you have them all in the box, close the heavy lid tightly and turn away from your energy conversion box. Do this now.
I know, but there are no salesmen around this way. This guy wants to have our machines explained. Just moved up from Manchester. I don't think. You the boss here and mine. Come on up.
My name's Caldwell.
My name's Ivanovich. I'm boyfriend.
Hey,
use energy and move it up to your head.
Who was the first president?
As you exhale, blow out stale, used up energy and hum or sing in resonance.
I already knew that.
Begin now and set your own pattern in
Well, I
rhythm.
got a little store.
Complete your rhythmic tunes.
Keep your books before your contracts so the filing system will check up on what happened to your lawyer last week.
Honey, is there really something we
10,000 services and information sources and more. Read her advertising.
What I want to know, Mr. Caldwell, how do these objects work?
So that they're not even across the street. Sure. Let's go on. Now, there are dozens of them. All of us come together. There's a data committee with all those things. Everything back to creation.
You mean those relays know everything?
Don't know the conditions because he makes the relay play really good right now. Watch it. Makes the fraction of the
Hey, can I ask something how to make dart toys?
How to make what?
Dart toys like this. I can shoot the darts in my t-shirt.
Well, maybe, I think maybe we better not get
Hey, how do you make dart toys? What do Listen, I don't like this here, man. I want that one over there. I want that one. I can't have that one. No, my red till I'm dead. I can't, and I want Joe.
Oh, I guess he means the logic, Mr. Caldwell. He has to think up a name to call everything. You hear the name he calls me?
That dumb 21 I promised mother. He looks different, son. Just the same, I'll bet you teach me how to make dart toys.
Breathe normally, relax and breathe easy.
Oh, let her wait a minute.
Yeah, I did. Don't let her see the card game.
Say in your mind, say to yourself, I am more than my physical body. Because I am more than physical matter. I deeply desire to expand, to experience, to understand, to control, to do. Such greater energies and energy systems as may be beneficial and constructive to me and to those near and close to me. Also, I deeply desire the help and cooperation, the assistance and understanding of those individuals whose wisdom, development, and experience are equal or greater than my own.
search, my dear.
Now your
Your
lips.
suspicion wounds me
Let the
deeply, my
muscles and
lord.
nerves
Let
in
me
your
tell you,
lips
my dear,
relax.
I've been conducting a research project that is going to make us a fortune. I'm about to tackle sober, the drink that takes happy home.
I'm Caldwell from the Logics Company, Sergeant. I just stopped.
Logic stuff. Listen, Caldwell, you people get those blasted machines under control or we'll have you all behind bars.
No, look, Sergeant.
No, you look at this block. Blank. The greatest
Now
crime
the
wave in
muscles in
history,
your
and we
forehead.
can't even make an arrest. They're all perfect
Muscles in your
crimes.
We're
forehead.
doing our best.
Let the muscles in your
Good
forehead relax.
Can't find out anything, shut down the company. The police department will. We know there's some big gang back of this. Maybe you know something about it.
Now, look, nobody's back of it. Logics run themselves. They pick their own circuits automatically.
You mean that they're doing this all by themselves?
Sure. You always thought they
Now
could
the
do more
muscles in
things
your
than you know
cheeks.
about.
Each cheek.
I think they're just trying to be helpful, that's
Let
all.
them relax.
That's all. Well,
Relax
you'd
and
better
go
make
in.
them cut out the tricks, including this new one, this new business they're up to now.
What new business?
It just started an hour ago. Every time you turn on a Logic, it asks you your name and then spiels out the whole history of your life.
I haven't heard about that. What's it do that for?
You tell me. Go on, try it.
What is your name?
Like that. I'm Frank Caldwell.
Now the muscles in your scalp. The muscles in your scalp over the top of your head. Let them
What
relax.
if I was? It's been years.
Relax.
Lucky, there is a video call.
Hi, Doctor.
Next one.
Lorraine.
Doctor, no,
Come on.
Lorraine. Where are you?
still happy for her funeral. Say she likes you. I just got in
Fine.
Now the muscles in your neck. Let the muscles in your neck
I saw you.
relax.
Heard you got married.
That's right. Ducky won't believe me, love, but I've had four husbands. But I've never loved
Good boys, we're husbands.
the last
Who unexpected?
But the jury acquitted you, Doctor. They knew it was just a little old man. So now that's out.
Lorraine.
Oh, yes,
Well, I'm working.
Now let the muscles in your eyes, the muscles that control your eyes, let them relax. Relax.
Yeah, sure. Funny.
we hear that kick. That's how the last thing
What am I gonna do?
Like you were telling me in private.
Huh?
Now let this relaxation of your head, let the relaxation of your head, of the muscles and nerves in your
Hi,
head,
girl.
let it sink in.
Trying to find out what ails me,
Let
right?
it flow into your brain. Let this relaxation of your head flow into your brain.
Good, I don't think they're doing that.
Let it sink easily and deeply into your brain. Feel it sinking inward easily and calmly until your entire brain feels more and more relaxed. More and more relaxed as you feel the relaxation of your head sink inward into the nerves of your brain so that your brain feels relaxed.
My wife's gonna leave me.
closed eyes, up and down your back, muscles and nerves in your back.
Has this accident ever happened?
Your brain tells you back, up and down your back, muscles and nerves in your back. Relax. Let go. Sleep.
That's all I wanted to know.
Look with your closed eyes at your upper body, your arms, your hands, your fingers, your shoulders. Your brain tells all of these parts to relax, to let go. Sleep. Relax and be calm and comfortable and focus 10 step. Where the mind is wide and alert and the physical body is deeply, calmly, comfortably safe.
the Martians treat us as invaders. Only one thing is certain. Someday a giant metal ship will take off from Earth to travel through the black velocities, the silent gulfs of space,
How
to
very
descend
much
at
I've
last
loved
into
you.
the
Just because they've existed before
How very much I've
allowed
tried my best.
project that they could continue to exist to this
we
day.
first land on Mars.
I saw one once.
But in spite of
They're
all
out
of
there.
that I've tried,
What they are, I don't know.
a handful of our people with their lives.
Something's up.
Well, I believe that something is out there. I think that those things that you see in the sky are only one small manifestation of a whole wide range of phenomena that people
Not only are we in a compound
haven't
situation,
properly named or have attributed
those who have left the betrayal
wrong source to automatically assume that everything is the work of an extraterrestrial intelligence, I think would be a mistake. To automatically assume that things that you can't understand are supernatural occurrences, I think that's a mistake.
I don't think it is
I
what we
think
want to do
that
about
because physics as a science is so imperfect that we may discover eventually that some of the more baffling things that we experience as phenomena will later be described in very precise terms using tools which we don't have now, but which will be developed later to give more rational explanations for stuff that is too scary.
almost having accomplished the mission they killed here.
We're on Mars.
But you can't heal people's children. You can't take off people's children without expressing a violence. And that's not so unfamiliar to us either. Even to the Judeo-Christian, if we weren't communists. The world, the kingdom suffered violence, and the violence was taken by force. If we can't live in peace, then let us die in peace. We've been so betrayed. We have been so terribly betrayed. But we tried, and as Jack B. Morgan said, I don't know where he's at right this moment, where's Jack? He said, if it's only worth one day, it was worthwhile. What's going to happen here in a matter of a few minutes is that one of those people on that plane is going to shoot the pilot. I know that. I didn't plan it, but I know it's going to happen. We're going to shoot that pilot, and down comes that plane into the jungle. And we had better not have any of our children left on the children, because they're parachuting on us. It's as plain as I know how to tell you. I've never lied to you. I never have lied to you. I know that that's going to happen, but he intends to do it, and he will do it. He will do it. What for being so bewildered with many pressures on my brain, seeing all these people that behave so treasonous, is just too much for me to put together. But I now know what he was telling me, and it'll happen. If the plane gets in the air, so my opinion is that we be kind to children and be kind to seniors and take a portion like we used to take in ancient Greece and step over quietly because we are not committing suicide. It's a revolutionary act. We can't go back. They won't leave us alone. They're now going back to tell more lies, which means more congressmen. There's no way we can survive. Anybody? Anyone that has any dissenting?
All of your five physical senses will be clearly, clear, sharply viewed.
But if our children are left where they have been nurtured, we can make a strike, but we'll be striking against people that we don't want to strike against. We'd like to get legally charged with stuff. And some people here are prepared to know how to do that. You go in town and get timidly shown that there's no plane. There's no plane. You can't catch a plane. He's responsible for it. He brought these people to us. He and me out of money. But people understand that will not do either. Will not take of death in vain.
6, 5,
Is it too late for Russia?
4,
Feels like too late for Russia.
3,
They kill. They started to kill. That's why it makes it too late for Russia. Otherwise, I said,
Wake
Russia,
up.
you bet your
Open your
life.
eyes.
It's too late. I can't control these people. They're out there.
Get your arms and legs.
It's too late. Once we kill anybody,
This
at least that's what I will put my lot with you. One of my people do something, it's me. And I say, I don't have to take the blame for this. But I don't live that way. This is the little nephew Jar who tried to get the man back here. And Jar, his wife, mother has been lying on him and trying to break up his family. And they've all agreed to kill us by any means necessary. You think I'm going to deliver them to Jar? Not on your life. No. No, you're not going. You're not going. I can't live that way. I cannot live that way. I've lived for all, and I'll die trying by you. I've been living on hope for a long time, Christine, and I appreciate you've always been a very good agitator. I like agitation because you have two sides of an issue and two sides of the question. What those people going to get done, what they get through, to make our lives worse than hell. To make the rest of us service. They get through lying. They saved so many lives between there and that truck. But we are done in as far as any other alternative.
I feel like I'm live for Russia. That's what I say. I don't think nothing is impossible.
They were the airmen to Russia.
Well, I thought they said if we got an emergency, they gave us code to let them know.
Well, they gave us the code that they let us an issue, not us create an issue. But they said if they stall the country coming down, they give us the code. We can check on them and see if it's on the code. Check with Russia to see if they'll take it from immediately, otherwise we die. I don't know what else you say to these people.
Remember the purpose.
But to me, death is not a fearful thing. It's living that's treacherous.
Begin your pre-preparation process now.
I've never seen anything like this before in my life. I've never seen people take along and do their own hands and
Recognize your belief.
and try to purposely agitate murder and kill
The affirmation beginning to enlarge my physical body.
It's not worth living like this.
And fifth, you are on the focus point.
I think that there were too few who left for 1,200 people to give them their lives for those people that left.
You know how many left?
20 odd. That's just a small, as it was here.
20 odd. But what's going to happen when they don't leave? I hope that they could leave, but what's going to happen when they don't leave?
You mean the people here?
Yeah, what's going to happen to us when they don't leave, when they get on the plane and the plane goes down?
I don't think they'll go down.
You don't think it'll go down? I wish I could tell you you're right, but I'm right. There's one man there who blames, and rightfully so, Debbie Blakey for the murder of his mother, and he will stop that pilot by any means necessary. That plane will come out of the air. There's no way you fly planes out of pilot.
I wasn't speaking about that plane. I was speaking about a plane for us to go to Russia.
To Russia. You think Russia's going to want us? No, it's not going to. You think Russia's going to want us with all this stigma? We had some value, but now we don't have any value.
Well, I don't see it like that. I mean, I feel like that as long as there's life, there's hope. That's my thing.
Well, everybody dies. Some place that hope runs out because everybody dies. I haven't seen anybody yet that didn't die. And I like to choose my own kind of death for a change. I'm tired of being tormented to hell. That's what I'm tired of. Tired of it. 1,200 people's lives in my hands, and I certainly don't want your life in my hands. I'm determined to think about me. Life has no meaning. detach myself. No. I never detached myself from any of your troubles. I've always taken your troubles right on my shoulders. And I'm not going to change that now. It's too late. I've been running too long. I'm not going to change it now. The next time you get to the rush, the next time round. What I'm talking about now is the dispensation of judgment. This is the revolutionary system. It's a revolutionary suicide council. I'm not talking about self-destruction. I'm talking about what we have no other room. I will take your call, we will go to the Russians, and I can tell you the answer now because I'm a prophet. Call the Russians and tell them to see if they'll take us.
I said I'm afraid to die.
I don't think you are. I don't think you are.
But I look at our babies and I think they deserve to live.
I do. You know, they just, but also they deserve what? More than they deserve.
We all came here for peace.
I mean, have we had it?
No.
I tried to give it to you. I laid down my life practically. I died every day to give you peace. And you're still not having any peace. You look better than I've seen you in a long while, but it's still not the kind of peace that I want to give you. Persons of food continue to say that you're winning and you're losing. Win one, lose two. What? I didn't hear you, ma'am. You have to speak up. Please talk. Who said that? Come on up and speak it again. We'll see what you say about it. It's taken off. The plane is taken off. Stone is done. Somebody. Can they talk? Can they not talk to the so see, the stone does not get by with its internet. His internet. He has done the thing he wanted to do. Travis destroyed.
When we destroy ourselves, we're defeated. We'll let them, the enemy, defeat us.
Did you see Isaiah's disciple more for him?
Yes, I know.
He did not have some sense of pride and victory in that man. He would not subject himself to the will of the people who tell us that they're going to come in whenever they please and push into our house. Come when they please, take who they want to, talk to who they want to. Isn't that living? That's not living to me. That's not freedom. That's not the kind of freedom I saw.
But I think where they made their mistake is when they stopped to rest. But if they had gone on, they would have made it. But they stopped to rest.
We made that day, we made a beautiful day. And let's make it a beautiful day.
We win when we go down. So nobody else to win. There's nobody else to lead. Then he'll destroy himself. I'm speaking here not as the administrator is speaking as a prophet today. I wouldn't step in this seat and talk so serious if I didn't know what I was talking about. There's any way to call back the immense amount of damage that's going to be done. But I cannot separate myself from the pain of my people. You can't even Christian yourself, but you can't separate yourself. We've walked too long together.
I know that, but I still think as an individual, I have a right to do what I think, what I feel, and I think we all have a right to our own destiny as individuals. And I think I have a right to choose mine, and everybody else has a right to choose theirs.
I'm not criticizing. What's that? People said today because she has much right to speak to anyone else. What'd you say, Ruby? It's very gay if you don't die. You'll regret it if you do, baby, you don't die. You'll regret it. I saved them, but I made my example. I made my expression. I made my manifestation, and the world was ready, not ready for me. Paul said I was a man born out of due season. I've been born out of due season just like all we are, and the best testimony we can make is to leave this goddamn world.
I'm not talking. Will you let me talk? You make her sit down and let me talk while I'm on the floor. I'll let her talk. I'm listening to you. You asked me about Russia. I'm right now making a call to Russia. What more do you suggest? I'm listening to you. If you want to give me one slight bit of encouragement, I just now accepted it with those that need it. Everybody hold it. Hold it. You maintain. To lay down your burdens. I'm going to lay down my burdens down by the riverside. So they lay them down here in the side of Guyana. No man didn't take our life right now. He hasn't taken it. But when they start parachuting out the air, they're shooting some of our innocent babies. I don't assist you with Christian. But they got to shoot me to get through to some of these people. I'm not letting them take your job. Can you let them take your job? What's that? I want to see. Are you saying that you think he thinks more of them than other children here?
John,
That's what you're saying?
you're acting. You think I put John's life above others? If I put John's life above others, I wouldn't be standing with his job. I'd send John out, and he could go out on the driveway tonight.
Because he's young. They're young.
I know, but he's no different to me than any of these children here. He's just one of my children. I don't prefer one above another. I don't prefer him above your job. I can't do that. I can't separate myself from your actions or his actions. If you've done something wrong, I'd stand with you. If they wanted to come and get you, they'd have to take me.
If you tell us we have to give our lives now, we're ready. I'm pretty sure all the rest of the brothers are with me.
Once I've tried to keep this thing from happening, but I now see it's the will of sovereign being that this happened to us. And we lay down our lives in protest against what's being done. And we lay down our lives to protest against what's being done. The criminality
Struggling
of people,
with moderate to severe Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis? Talk to your doctor about #1 prescribed Entyvio, offering 2 maintenance options, including the Entyvio.
Most of the white people walked. I'm so grateful for the ones that didn't, those who knew who they are. But there's no point. There's no point to this. We are born before our time. They won't accept us. And I don't think we should sit here and take any more time for our children to be endangered, because if they come after our children and we give them our children, then our children will suffer forever. I have no quarrel with you coming up. I like you. I personally like you very much.
I better be going back to the
People get hostile when you try to...
Oh, wait, some people do. But just some people do. Put it that way. I'm not hostile.
Well,
Yeah, to be honest, and you stayed, and if you'd want to run, you'd have run with them, because anybody could have run today, they would have wanted to. I know you're not a runner. And your life's precious to me. It's as precious as John's. And I don't, what I do with weight and justice and judgment. I've waited against all evidence.
That's all I got to
Comes
say.
now, folks. What comes now. Stay peace. Stay peace. Stay peace. Stay peace. Stay peace. What's coming? Don't let me. Just take Dwyer on down to the east house. Take Dwyer.
Everybody be quiet, please.
We've got some respect for our lives.
It's about the world.
Sit down. Sit down. Sit down.
I know.
It's good to be home.
I tried so very, very hard. Trying over here to see what can happen in Los Angeles. Who is it? Get Dwyer out of here before something happens to him.
Just been thinking about what we were expecting. Regency and the Martian arrived on the
Dwyer? I'm not talking about you, Jara. I said Dwyer. Ain't nobody gonna take you, Jara. I'm not letting them take you, Jara.
Yeah, I guess Mars is.
Get in, folks. It's easy. It's easy. Yes, my love.
Suppose the world. It's all land.
At one time, I felt just like Christine felt. But after today, I don't feel anything because the biggest majority of the people that left here were white. And I know it really hurt my heart because
Broke your heart,
it
didn't
broke
it?
my heart to think that all of these years that these white people have been with us and they're not a part of us. So we might as well end it now because I don't see.
That's why the Congress has been murdered. Because all my life there is no equilibrium. No good-like person. I just remember. I was free from the heart and sick of the illness. I raved about
It's all over, all over. What a legacy, what a legacy. But the Red Brigade's the only ones that ever made any sense anyway. They invaded our privacy, they came into our home, they followed us 6,000 miles away. The Red Brigade showed them justice. The congressman's dead.
the whole crew is thinking. Suppose the Martians went home.
Please get us the medication. It's simple, there's no convulsions with it, it's just simple. Just please get it before it's too late. The GDF will be here. I tell you, get moving, get moving, get moving. Don't be afraid to die. If these people land out here, they'll torture some of our children here. They'll torture our people. They'll torture our seniors. We cannot have this. Are you going to separate yourself from whoever shot the congressman? I don't know who shot him. Speaker Pete and those had a right to go, and they had a right to. How many are dead? Oh, God Almighty, God. Patty Parks is dead.
Where are you going,
Ed? Well, we wanted to drink water. That's all, Ed.
You've never to endure long enough in a safe place to write about the goodness of Jim Jones.
I don't know how in the world they're ever going to write about us. It's just too late. It's too late. The congressman's dead. The congressman's dead. Many of our traitors are dead. They're all laying out there dead. I didn't, but my people did. My people did.
Hello, can you hear me?
They're my people.
Captain John Black.
And they've been provoked too much. They've been provoked too much.
I can't take off or
What's happened here has been an act of provocation.
I'm all alone here. All the rest are dead. Hinks is lusting. Dr. Horse. Poor Horse, he didn't even reach the door.
Yes.
Listen, they're trying to break through the hull now. Edward and Mom and Dad and all the folks. But they're changing
to
now.
have them to give Ted something to take him, I'm satisfied,
Can you
okay?
understand me? Mark.
I said, if there's any way you can do, you have them to give Ted something so he won't have to let him go through, okay? And I'm satisfied.
You've got to stop the next rocket. Tell my brother. Tell my brother we'll not to come. They'll trap him too. They'll kill them all. Hello.
For everything. You're the only, and I appreciate you.
Please, can we hasten? Can we hasten with that medication? You don't know what you've done.
Now in focus 10.
Tonight's Dimension X has Adapted for radio by Ernest Kenoy. Featured players were Wendell Holmes as Captain Black, Peter Cavell as Dr. Bork, your narrator, Norman Rose. Music by Albert Berman, engineer Bill Chambers. Dimension X is produced by Van Woodward and directed by Edward King. Robert Warren speaking. In a moment, we'll tell you about
what happened, ran in the bush and dropped a machine gun.
And now, here is your Wheaties man, Frank Martin. Well, tonight we have a special
But there'll be more.
Here he is, Joel McCrae. Hello, Frank Martin. I kind of expected to see a package of Wheaties sticking out of your pocket. Why did I forget?
You got to move. Are you going to get the medication here? You got to move.
I'm trying to be afraid of
You have to move, and the people that are standing there in the aisle go stay in the radio room yard. But everybody get behind the table and back this way, okay?
Absolutely. Each story is straight from the Texas Ranger.
There's nothing to worry about. Everybody keep calm and try and keep your children calm.
Same NBC station Saturday night for Joel McCrae.
And the older children can help love the little children and reassure them.
Okay, partner. Good night. Good night, Joel. Friends, be sure to listen to
I'm crying from pain. It's just a little bitter tasting, but they're not crying out of any pain. Annie McGowan, can I please see you back?
To do before I came here. So let me tell you about it. It might make a lot of you feel a little more comfortable. Sit down and be quiet, please.
Tomorrow night to Joel McCrae.
One of the things that I used to do, I used to be a therapist. And the kind of therapy that I did had to do with reincarnation and past life situations. And every time anybody had the experience of going into a past life, I was fortunate enough through Father to be able to let them experience it all the way through their death, so to speak. And everybody was so happy when they made that step to the other side.
When you step to the door, you can do but step that way. It's the only way to step. The choice is not ours now. It's out of our hands.
This is
If you
NBC
have
International
a
Broadcasting.
body that's been crippled, suddenly you have the kind of body that you want to have.
A little rest.
It feels good. You've never felt so good, family, I tell you. You've never felt so good is how that feels.
Wheaties presents Dimension X.
And I do hope that those attorneys will stay where they belong and don't come up here.
Transcribed in future tense.
On stage tonight, Dimension X. Another in the Wheaties big parade of exciting half-hour presentations.
If you're a mother or a father,
it's hard. Only at first. Only at first is it hard.
Happy-eyed youngsters.
It's hard only at first. Living, you're looking at death. It only looks at living is much more difficult.
Now, I don't know what you've been doing about breakfast.
Raising up every morning and not knowing what's going to be the night's bringing. It's much more difficult.
With the sunny, wholehearted
much more
goodness of
difficult.
field-grown wheat in every plate. With the full strength
I just want to say something to everyone that I see that is standing around and crying.
all its richness.
This is nothing to cry about.
Fill the cereal bowl.
This is something we should all rejoice about. We should be happy about this. They always told us that we should cry when you're coming into this world. But when we're living and we're living peaceful, I think we should be happy about this. I was just thinking about Jim Jones. He just has suffered and suffered and suffered.
Tonight's adventure into the unknown.
He is the only
into the
God,
world of
and he don't even have a chance to enjoy himself here. I want to say one more thing. This is one more thing.
Somewhere in
Few
Europe,
that's gone.
man is walking
It's many more here.
cobblestone street.
He's still, that's
It's
not
early
all of
evening
us.
still.
That's not all yet. That's just a few that has got
strangely
a chance to get to the one that they could tell their story to, their lies to. So, and I'm looking at so many people crying. I wish you would not cry and just thank Father. Just thank Him. I've been here about...
Engineer Winston. Mrs. Winston?
Yes.
I'm selling brushes. We have a nice line of blooms. This week wood.
I've been here 1 year and 9 months.
Both.
And I never felt better in my life not in San Francisco, but until I came to Jonestown. I've enjoyed this life. I've had a beautiful life. And I don't see nothing for us to be crying about. We should be happy. At least I am. That's how it's all little thing.
My husband is not home at the moment. If I...
Eva, who is it?
Is someone to see Alan, Father? My father knows nothing. Don't see anything which might disturb him.
You wish to see my son, Mr.
Arnold. Yes, a friend asked me to look him up.
Mr. Arnold is an American correspondent, Father.
Wouldn't be alive today. I'd just like to thank Dad because he was the only one that stood up for me when I needed him. And thank you, Dad.
Things have changed, haven't they?
Yes, these last 2 years.
I'm glad you're my brothers and sisters, and I'm glad to be here.
Okay.
Please, for God's sake, let's get on with it. We've lived as no other people have lived and loved. We've had as much of this world as you're going to get. Let's just be done with it. Let's be done with the agony of it. It's far, far harder to have to watch you every day die slowly. And from the time you're a child to the time you get gray, you're dying.
Most interesting experience.
Dishonest, and I'm sure that they'll pay for it. They'll pay for us. This is a revolutionary suicide. This is not a self-destructive suicide. So they'll pay for this. They brought this upon us, and they'll pay for that. I leave that destiny to them.
Advisable to allow strangers in the laboratory?
He's my son's friend.
Dr. Winsler, you will
Who
recall
wants to go
that
with
the
the child
last
has a right to go with the
It
child.
has no bearing.
I think it's
on the world
humane.
anyway. Our experiment is in the field of pure science.
I want to go. I want to see you go, though. They can take me and do with me whatever they want to do. I want to see you go. I don't want to see you go through this hell no more.
I'm still in charge of this laboratory.
No more, no more, no more.
If you will excuse me, I want to test the multi-atomic level.
Sorry, Dr. Winston.
We're trying. Everybody will relax. The best thing you do to relax, and you have no problem. You have no problem with the thing if you just relax.
Afraid that someone will misinterpret your visit and report me to the authorities. He's my most loyal and trusted assistant. But he tends to exaggerate the danger.
And
I hope you're right.
the way the children are laying there now,
Say,
I'd rather see them laid like that than let them have to die
What's that for?
like the Jews
Every
did,
experiment must have
which
a
was pitiful anyhow.
And that transparent cylinder is ours.
And I just like
The
to
objects upon
thank
which we
Dad
wish to work are placed inside
for giving us life
and brought under
and also death.
being
And I appreciate the fact
That's Alan now.
the way our
Excuse me.
children are going. Because,
What
like
is this
Dad
experiment
said,
you're working on, Dr.
when
Winston?
they come
Very
in,
interesting new
what they're going to do to our children,
You say
they're
you're
going to
not a
massacre our
physicist or
children.
engineer, Mr. Arnold?
No, I'm not.
And
I can
also
follow
the
you,
ones that
but
they
that's what
take
you mean.
Yes.
captured,
Well, you have
they're
been
gonna
working the problem of
just let them grow up
atomic
and be
particles.
dummies
Now, in
like they want them to be,
manipulate
and not grow up to be
bring them closer to each
associates
other.
like
We have
the
discovered
one and only Jim Jones.
that we can shrink
So I'd like to thank
reduce them in
Dad
size.
for our
That's very
opportunity
interesting. How much
to
can
let
you
him
reduce the depth
Jonestown
size?
Oh, much more.
not
We can
what
make
it could
objects
be,
become
but what
microscopic
Jonestown
and
is.
still
Thank you,
retain
Dad.
their characteristics.
It's impossible.
It's not to be feared. It is not to be feared. It's a friend. It's a friend.
Theoretically, in fact, down to atomic dimensions.
You're sitting there. Show your love for one
As I
another.
said before, I'm no expert, Dr. Winston, but tell me, what's the point? What good does it do to shrink anything down to that size?
You do not understand.
Let's get calm. Let's get
Man
calm.
has never actually seen
To us, we have nothing we can do. We can't separate ourselves from our own people.
and would know the secrets of the universe.
For 20 years laying in some old rotten nursing home.
Be interested in this. Why don't we go and study it, Doc?
But Mr. Arnold is interested
well, sir, maybe I'd
Taking
better
us
talk
through
to
all
Alan
these
about it.
anguished years. They took us and put us in chains, and that's nothing. There's no comparison to that, to this.
Take so much time.
They robbed us of our land, and they've taken us and driven us till we tried to find ourselves. We tried to find a new beginning, but it's too late. You can't separate yourself from your brother and your sister. No way I'm going to do it. I refuse. I don't know who fired the shot. I don't know who killed the congressman. But as far as I'm concerned, I killed him. You understand what I'm saying? I killed him. He had no business coming. I told him not to come.
I don't agree with him. Look, Alan, do you think the chief of your cell would have let me come here if he didn't think I was trustworthy, could help? I know, but public opinion can't be marshaled overnight, you know. Not even in America.
Suppose the revolution is successful.
It will be.
All right, your only chance to make it stick will be in recognition by our government and immediate help. My stories can do a lot to lay the foundation for that. And with the date of the uprising so near...
You know too much, Mr. Arnold. If this should leak to the secret police...
Don't worry about it. It's my neck as much as yours.
What do you think, Eva?
Chief Nine said he was to be given the fullest cooperation.
Very well. What do you want to know? Question 1. What makes you think this revolution really has a chance? You can't fight tanks and guns with just your bare hands.
Mr. Arnold, we believe the Winslow machine can solve our biggest problem.
Die with a degree of dignity.
Without being attacked by the
lay down your life with dignity. Don't lay down with tears and agony. There's nothing to death. It's like Max said, it's just stepping over in another plane. Don't be this way.
Reduce it to so small a size that a woman's handbag could hold it up.
This is not the way for people who are socialistic communists to die.
No one will think of looking for a cannon.
No way for us to die. We must die with some dignity.
Necessary for production. That's why our supply depot is right here.
Here?
Yes. When the day arrives,
we'll have no choice. Now we have some choice.
Where's the stuff now?
Please get me that.
You think they're going to allow this to be done and allow us to get by with it?
Look at this.
Must be insane.
It's a model of an anti-tank blast to complete every detail.
When it's just something to put to the rest.
This is an anti-tank gun, reduced in the cylinder by the Wensler process. At the proper time, we shall enlarge it, wheel it out from the garage, and set it up. When the men assemble, we pass out the rest of the arms.
Mother, please.
A division of men.
Mother, please, please. Don't do
Father will
this.
think
Don't
it
do
odd
this.
that we have been gone so long.
Put down your life with it, child, but don't do this. See at last. Please, keep your emotions down. Keep your emotions down. Children, it will not hurt if you'll be quiet. If you'll be quiet.
You think by putting another diatomic catalyst into phase. I want to give a test trial, and if you will bring one of the animals from the cave.
Yes, Father.
Animals?
Yes, we are experimenting now with the reduction of living animals, guinea pigs.
How does it work?
Those we diminish to microscopic size return unharmed. But those sent down to the atomic dimension, the cylinder returns.
It's never been done before, you say. It's been done by every tribe in history. Every tribe facing annihilation. All the Indians of the Amazon are doing it right now. They refuse to bring any babies into the world. They kill every child that comes into the world because they don't want to live in this kind of a world.
If anything started to go wrong with me, I could tell you in time to reverse the process.
No, I will never permit it.
I tell you, I don't care how many screams you hear, I don't care how many angry cries. Death is a million times preferable to 10 more days of this life. If you knew what was ahead of you, if you knew what was ahead of you, you'd be glad to be stepping over tonight. Death is common to people. And yet, Eskimos, they take death in their stride. Let's be dignified. If you quit, tell them they're dying. If you adults would stop some of this nonsense, adults, I call on you to stop this nonsense. I call on you to quit exciting your children when all they're doing is going to quiet rest. I call on you to stop this now. If you have any respect at all. Are we black, proud, and socialist, or what are we?
Well, we have some
now stop this nonsense. Don't carry this on anymore. You're exciting your children.
What do you mean?
Arms, Father. Arms all over, and it's good. Reduced to 1/40th size.
No sorrow that it's over. I'm glad it's over.
If it is the secret police, we make the arms invisible.
Hurry, my children, hurry.
If you wish, Mr. Arnold, you can
all right, but that's not falling in the hands of the enemy. Hurry, my children. Hurry. The seniors out here that
changes matters.
Hurry.
I don't want to break the machine yourself. Eve and I are getting into the cylinder.
No, Helen, you can't.
It's the only way, Father.
Quickly. No more pain now. No more pain, I said, Al.
Dimension X will continue in just a moment.
Bob is laying on the airfield.
Get out of it. We need to help.
Remember with Oliver woman said she'd come over and kill me if you started to be stopper. These are people the peddlers to hate. All we're doing is laying down our life. We're not letting them take our life. We're laying down our life.
Feel a difference all morning long.
Sticking their lives.
Every golden Wheaties plate, every plate is made from a grain of wheat.
All I like to say
That's why every
is that
plate
my so-called parents is filled with so much hate.
Minerals and the amazing energy you'll notice still with you by 11 in the morning.
And treachery,
cannot
I think
miss.
you people out here
Because
should
it's a fact.
think about how your relatives
better
was
by
and
yourself
be glad
on
about
better
that the
breakfast.
children are being laid to
Whatever
rest.
your job.
And all I like to say
If
is
you'll
I
start
thank
the morning
Dad for
with a
making me
reasonable
strong
meal,
to stand with it all
find
and make me
yourself
ready
working
for it.
better, feeling better, even looking better.
Uncle Disney, all they're doing is taking a drink to take to go to sleep.
7 o'clock Wheaties, 11
That's what
o'clock
death is,
still
sleep.
feeling good and working hard.
That's what I'm tired of it all.
Not somebody else, but you.
Loving thing he could have ever done. The most loving thing all of us could have done.
You may be
And it's been a pleasure working with all of you in this revolutionary struggle. No other way I would rather go and give my life for socialism and communism. And I thank Dad very, very much.
See how Wheaties acceptance can help
That Dad's love and mercy and goodness and kindness and bringing us to this land of freedom. His love, his mother was the advance guard to socialism. And his love and his mercy to go on to the fields. Go on forever to the time. And thank you, Dad.
Yes, I did not to make the supplies disappear. Not for the secret police. They must know something, otherwise they wouldn't be here. But how did they prove it? Father, every man has his breaking point. And I can't afford to gamble with the lives of others. I don't know how I'd react under torture.
Then we do it and that they do it.
Don't worry, you'll be safe.
You have to step across.
Just honor as an American. Perhaps that will protect you. They're coming now.
This world's not our home. Well, it
There's
sure
no
isn't.
time for recriminations now, Father.
We were saying it sure wasn't.
But you can tell that I slept there, I got up the next day, I slept over, I slept over.
Then one to tell me only two people tell them assure these children. Some people assure these children of the relaxation of federal rule and explain. Set an example for that 1,000 people to so like the way the world
I'll maintain radio silence until I hear from you.
Going into what was unknown.
take our life from us. We laid it down.
Exactly. Sound of bringing sound together.
Intimate suicide, which is an act of revolutionary suicide, protesting the conditions of an inhumane world.
Porthole's secure.
Ready, Father?
Yes. Are the oxygen tanks all right?
Yes.
They're breaking down the door.
After going through the first 5 albums,
Preliminary release. Temperature.
27 degrees centigrade. 760 millimeters pressure. Hurry, Father.
Now, success was tasted by everyone. It wasn't egos. It was more like everyone now wanted to come back together. All these records that came out,
Be careful, Holy mackerel. The cylinder's only 3 feet high.
that we did on 36 cents. I was probably
Temperature 36, pressure 1800.
best doing myself.
I can't do it.
I have
Stand by. Reverse.
No. The temperature pressure shows signs of stabilizing now 38 and 2000. Make setting at Angstrom.
Well, it wasn't the same as
That's a small.
album.
We can't afford to take chances.
Only 3 inches high.
It's all right, Father. Temperature and pressure begin to drop.
Thank God. A half-inch high.
Now,
They're coming. They're coming.
success was tasted by everyone. It wasn't egos. It was more like everyone now wanted to come back together
This is my doing. Ava.
and prove that we changed number one. I see guys for 5 years and I promise to be number one. It ended up most of the industry about the coastal.
Come near the beat.
I was
Look,
feeling
this machine is in
all about
operation.
just
It can kill
coming with the
anyone.
natural
Coming. Shut off that machine. The
sound
machine
that I
can't
felt
be
that
shut
I had
off.
inside me. That led me to start
Sudden
making
reversal would cause an
and for
explosion.
me, it was
Take us
just
all
total excitement. Firmly established in hip-hop. Felt
Me? Just a friend of the family.
Arrest him.
Get your hands
wow.
off me. Let
He
go of
tells
me.
the story and we laugh about it.
Dr. Winslow,
Final week
your
of
son
shooting
and his
in
wife,
Mexico.
where are
You
they?
want to produce it funny, I thought it was funny.
Answer me, you old
3
fool.
weeks, 4 weeks shoot.
They left a few minutes before you came.
Was,
Jan, I told you to watch all the exits.
We did, Commander. Mouse could not have escaped. I swear it by the leader.
When you try to go and become an artist, I realized that the best thing I can do is express myself.
I told you they left some time ago.
Unfiltered, uninfluenced
Keep an
by
eye on them.
outside opinions. If I'm
Keep away
feeling
from that
good about
machine.
it,
started in Norfolk, Virginia, the Enterprise
Well,
is
can you
the
tell
first of its
us
class.
briefly how you began in this field?
How I began in this field? Well, I can give you a very specific answer. It was 32 years ago that I first got into this field. How did I get into this field? By accident. Sort of like the monkey who fell out of the tree. My company, which I had at the time, was involved up until 1956 in very extensive network radio programs, which means dramatic programs for radio nationwide and overseas. And in 1956 we had the choice of whether we converted all the way to television. And so we had started to do so until we discovered a very interesting thing. Now, we had been doing these radio programs for many years, and what we discovered was that it was like seeing a movie all over again. This is where we came in, because we were taking exactly the same thing that we had done 8 to 10 years earlier and putting a picture to it. It was nothing more to us than radio with a picture.
All ships of any kind bound to Cuba, from whatever nation or port, where they found to contain cargoes of offensive weapons, turned back.
In 1964, Enterprise joined USS Long Beach and USS Bainbridge, creating the world's first nuclear-powered task force, and made a historic voyage around the world. More than 30,000 miles in 65 days without a single replenishment.
Renewed hostile actions against United States ships on the high seas in the Gulf of Tonkin have today required me to order the military forces of the United States to take action in this area.
Most of
We were there for the bombing of Hanoi, where the B-52s ceasefire took place.
So we began to use
We were the only nuclear powered carrier at that time.
and that's how we first began to get into the technology.
Vietnam conflict started to wind down. Several firsts.
A long way.
scheduled in early 2012, it will be deactivated soon after returning to its
I had this great, frightening, terrifying change take place in my life. And I had written about this in several books, and it's very common knowledge throughout the world. The books have been translated to various languages. But simply put, at that time, I began to experience moving out of my body. Before that time, I didn't have and I was an airplane pilot, so you can understand how that would take place. I began to have dreams about taxiing to the runway of an airport and getting the think that we wanted to go through this all over again. There must be something better to do than to go into television. And we had already 2 quiz shows in television and found that this was nice, but there must be something better. So, as the head of the company, and knowing in American language, we have something that says you pass the buck. The buck ends with the president of the company, the responsibility, as does the authority. So I decided we would try something else. And being very professional in sound, we naturally began to think of some way to use sound as a new means of a new direction for our company. And what we first came up with and started conducting in our research and development division of our company was how to help people learn while they are asleep. Very interesting parable. All the way back in 1956, we started conducting studies how to do this. And the first problem was how to get people to sleep. Because you can't take a subject and say, now, go to sleep. You have to, and you do not want to give them chemicals or drugs to go to sleep because that won't serve their purpose. So we began to use sound to help people to get to sleep. And that's how we first began to get into the technology of what we have since become. But along the way, a very interesting thing took place. In that research pattern, I was the chief subject because I demanded it, because I was very curious. So as the chief subject in all of these patterns of finding ways to help people go to sleep by sound use, evidently I absorbed something